Welcome to How to Succeed in Your First Year at Pitt. I'm Gracie Kenny, and I'm serving as an FYM with the Office of New Student Programs here at the University of Pittsburgh to help new Panthers adjust to the transition into college life. A little bit about myself is that my pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm a junior at Pitt. I'm in the Applied Developmental Psychology program through the School of Education. Currently, I'm on the executive board of a gender-inclusive honor fraternity called Phi Sigma Pi. My role is ritual historian. My experience of transitioning to a virtual learning environment and through Pitt has been a little hard at first. It definitely is easier to do schooling and studying in person and just being in the buildings at school rather than being in my bedroom at a desk. At first, it definitely was difficult, but I think I've gotten used to it and I've definitely found my flow. Hopefully, it won't be like this forever. But I guess the advice I can give to listeners or just people in general is just to kind of find a place in your house or wherever you are that is designed for schooling and learning, to kind of separate yourself from like your bed or, a place that you watch TV or something, just to have that separation. Today, we will be interviewing Erin Wheeler from the Career Center just to talk about different services that the University of Pittsburgh offers.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Erin Wheeler. I am a career consultant and I'm going to start over actually.
That's fine.
Hi everyone. My name is Erin Wheeler. I'm a career consultant and I focus on liberal arts, pre-business, social work, and education. And I work at the Career Center at the University of Pittsburgh.
Hi, Erin. Thank you so much for joining us today. So we just had some questions about the Career Center and career services in general at the University of Pittsburgh. So we can start out with like a more general question about like what sort of things are offered through the Career Center.
Great. Yeah, wonderful. So one of the biggest things that I want to emphasize is that career services should be your whole 4 years plus of your collegiate experience. It shouldn't just be your senior year, second semester, and you're looking for that job. It can be, and sometimes we do get students that are coming in at that point, but it can really be beneficial if you're starting out your career exploration first semester, first year. And we help with a wide variety of things that all revolve around careers. So for example, if you're undecided, we have assessments that talk about your strengths. We talk about what you really liked in high school, different things like that to sort of help you figure out what your major could be, and then from there, what your job could be as well. And then going into a little bit more specific, we really work a lot with resumes, cover letters, to help you build up the best documents that you can for that job search. We also have programs and events that can be really helpful as you're looking for a job. So different workshops like an elevator pitch or salary negotiation. And then we also have site visits. Right now they're all virtual, but they are really beneficial. So I went to a couple site visits earlier this summer that were virtual, NBC, Federal Reserve, so a wide array of different companies that we work with. And the main goal is to get all of you students to really have an idea of what is out there and what are the opportunities. And so often I think about myself growing up and, my parents said, oh, Erin, you'd be a great fill in the blank. And then you think, I guess I would be a good that. And you have that idea as you go into college, well, I'm going to major in this and I'm going to become that. And use the college experience to really look at a wide variety of opportunities that might be out there. And the Career Center can really help you see all the opportunities that are there for you.
Perfect. Thank you. My next question is, since this podcast and, organization in general does reach and seek out first years, are there any specific resources that you think are really important for first years to be looking at when they're going on like the Career Center or just things like that in general?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that I would really encourage students to do is go to careers.pitt.edu. And so right there on the front page, if you click on students, you're going to see a find your consultant. And so that's going to be the most beneficial thing that you can do at this point is finding out who is that contact person for you. Just similarly, I mentioned earlier about undecided. We actually have a career consultant. Her name's Alyssa, and she focuses just on undecided students. So knowing that is going to be really important, especially your first year. The other thing is I would take advantage of all the different opportunities and workshops, specifically the internship prep program. So the internship prep program is absolutely incredible. They have workshops on resumes, cover letters, interviewing tips, searching for jobs, all of that that are really geared towards that beginning process within the job search.
Okay, perfect. That kind of goes with my next question. So is there an easy place for first years or just people in general to find like workshops or things going on in the Career Center, or links on the website that they can go to?
Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad that you asked that. So our platform is called Handshake. And if you go to my.pit, on that main page, you'll see career management, and that is our handshake. I would click on that, like it, favorite it, and that's where we house everything. So what you can do there, that's where you can sign up for an appointment. That's where you can figure out what drop-in hours are. That's where you can see the different events that are available. You could do a search for a particular event or a particular company or even a particular date. And so everything is housed right there. So similarly, I talked about the internship prep program, and let's say you're really interested in building that first really good post-high school resume. You can look in events, and then click resume, and anything that is resume related is going to populate.
Wow, that goes right into my next question about resumes, actually. When is like a good time for students to be making those resumes and getting them checked over, just so that they have those for their after college career?
Excellent question again. Yes, I would really recommend that you start working on your resume as soon as possible, because you think about your resume that you submitted when you applied to college, and that has all of your high school information. But now you're building up experience not only within your work, but also in clubs that you're involved in that you want to be adding to and reformatting. Format is really important with your resume. So my recommendation is to set up an appointment with your consultant and or go to a resume workshop and really get the formatting and the skeleton of your resume all ready to go. That way, as you add experiences in your life, you can just add them in instead of waiting until you find that job that you really want and now you have 2 weeks to try and pull a resume together. It can be really overwhelming, and you try to think, when did I do that last job? What did I do when I was there? So if you're sort of using it as a living and working document, it then becomes a lot easier to tweak it with our help for the particular job that you're looking for.
Thank you so much. And then I just have one last question, which is there any other information you think first year should know when they're seeking information or just going through the Career Center services?
Definitely look on Handshake to see the events that we do have coming up. I think that by the time this podcast airs, we're going to be really gearing up for our career fairs that are going to be coming up in September. So we have 3 days of career fairs, and they're based on content. So we have a liberal arts, business, and science day, an engineering day, and then a computing and information. And at this point, you might be thinking, I'm so far from a job. I don't even go to the career fair. But I would really encourage you to still go, still look in on it, because you don't have high stakes in this. So you can go in, you can be yourself, you don't have anything to really worry about, but you're gaining that experience and you're gaining that information. The really great thing that we have about our career fairs this year is that you can sign up for a one-on-one with a different recruiter, or they have group sessions, so you could just hear about that company. So learning is going to be the biggest thing that you can do, and I would start with the career fairs.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this information with us and joining us today. I think that it was really good information that first years and just anybody at Pitt will be able to use. Thank you for tuning in to Career Crash Course. Stay tuned for more episodes in the How to Succeed in Your First Year at Pitt series, where we'll be featuring other interesting guests and first year mentors. Hail to Pitt!